What's going on, guys? My name is Kevin Griffith, and this is the Holler Barbecue. So the holiday season is upon us, and the first thing I want to do is talk turkey. But what I want to do is keep you out of cooking and more time with your family, so we're going to be doing a super simple smoked turkey recipe today. So sit right there, and let's get to going. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're talking turkey. It's Thanksgiving time, so it's time to get that turkey ready. And what I want to do is a super simple recipe for you today, just so you don't have to spend a lot of time, out with your cooker if you're planning on, smoking a turkey. So what I have here is basically a natural turkey that I got from more of a natural type grocery store called New Seasons. Now, I was looking for one that didn't have any type of salt solution or anything like that, didn't have anything added. You see this one's minimally processed. It was around $2.79 a pound, so it was a little bit more expensive than your normal turkey, but also I'm a few weeks away from Thanksgiving right now, so it's gonna be a little bit more expensive. Hopefully they come down in price a little bit, but not too bad considering the quality of what we're gonna get here. So we're gonna dry brine today, which basically means we're gonna season this thing up about a day before. Let all those seasonings basically soak in. And I'm not going with the wet brine because, like I said, I want to keep it super simple. And soaking something in water and having to deal with all that is not simple for the day of Thanksgiving. I don't know about you, but on Thanksgiving, it can get pretty hectic sometimes doing all the cooking that we do. And I'm just trying to come up with something that's super simple so you can just grab the turkey, throw it in your smoker, and let it go. So with this turkey, I basically got it on a baking sheet, and it's going to be elevated by a cooling rack, just so that when we're letting it sit in the refrigerator overnight, it's getting air completely around it. Now for our dry brine, I'm using my SPGO, which is basically salt, pepper, garlic, and onion. I use really chunky stuff, so I use Jacobsen sea salt and a more coarse black pepper and coarse salt or garlic and onion. And all we're going to do is start salting this thing just like you would do a normal cook. We're not looking to over salt, just normally if you were going to cook a chicken or a turkey, the way you would season it and cook it. Put it all on just like that, and I am going ahead and lifting up the skin so that I can get some on the breast. Now I'm not going to go too deep into everything else as far as the size and the legs go. You can do that if you want to, I'm just choosing not to. So once you got it all seasoned up, I'm basically going to finish it off with just a little bit of paprika. And what this is going to do is give us some color, especially when it smokes. And then all we're going to do is just pop it in the refrigerator and let it sit overnight. And that's where the magic happens. That's where a lot of these seasonings start soaking into the bird. Now, after 24 hours, this is what your turkey is going to look like. You can see that the skin looks like it's really dried out, and that's because it is. The salt actually starts drying stuff out, and this will actually help you get a crisper skin when you actually start cooking. So the day of, all you really need to do is it can go in the cooker just like this. And what I'm going to use for pit barrels, I'm actually using their turkey hanger, and we're going to go legs up. So basically just get this thing all the way in. And then basically has this bar right here that's gonna hold it on the bars inside the pit barrels. Just gonna basically hang it. Like I said, you could just go straight in. That's what makes this a simple recipe. We've already got it all seasoned up the day before. And all you have to do is basically just pop it straight into the smoker. But what I am gonna do though is for just a little bit extra flavor, I got some apple juice in a spray bottle right here, and I'm just gonna actually spray the turkey down just a little bit, basically to add just a little bit of moisture to it, because I am going to freshen it up with a little bit of seasoning. And what I'm going to be using is some of Pit Barrel's beef and game pit rub. Not much, because this thing's already salted down, so we're just looking basically just to freshen this turkey up a little bit and just add a little bit extra flavor to it. But like I said, not very much. And then we'll actually flip it over and get the other side. Basically do the same thing. So for Thanksgiving Day, that's basically all you have to do is just freshen it up a little bit and then put it straight on the smoker. Now I'm gonna be using meter today to monitor the bird. And I'm actually going to, let's see which way I want to put it. Actually, so on meter, you have, basically this end is what's gonna be measuring your meat, and then the upper end measures basically the ambient temperature of your smoker. I'm actually going to stick it in this way. Basically, so it's about the middle of the bird so that we're getting our ambient temperature, you know, basically in the middle. Now all we gotta do is just basically put it in the smoker. Now I'm using pit barrel today for this cook. And just to get it ready, I'm just gonna follow the manufacturer's instructions. I got about 36 coals in this chimney that I'm gonna basically get fired up, and then just go ahead and dump it straight onto the charcoal basket that's already full of charcoal. And for all of you that noticed, yeah, I know I lost that coal right there. So don't try this at home. Those gloves are awesome. It's not really hot. And then for wood, I got a chunk of hickory here and then a few chunks of pecan wood. Now all we got to do is just lift it, put it in the pit barrel. I'm going to get these bars in, get the lid closed up. And then I'm gonna let this thing come up to temp for about 20 minutes just so it's good and ready for our turkey. Which is about 275 degrees for the pit barrel. If you don't have a pit barrel, just whatever cooker you have, cook anywhere between 275 and 300 degrees and it'll be just perfect. So with meter telling us the temperature of this bird, there's really no reason for us to look at it too much. So let's get it in there. Basically need to remove one of your bars, get it in, and just let the pit barrel do its thing. So we're gonna go to about 160 to 165 degrees. There's really no reason to even open this thing. We'll just watch meter the whole time. All right guys, so stay tuned and I'll keep you updated on what we're doing. All right guys, so we've been cooking for about an hour and a half. I just want to get a little bit of moisture on this bird. I'm just going to hit it a little bit more with my apple juice that I have. And then we'll just get it closed back up. It's cooking beautifully right now. All right guys, the meter alarm just went off. I just went with the temperature that meter suggests for turkey, which is 165. It just went off and I checked it with my instant reads all around the bird. The legs and thighs are hitting about 170 and the breast is anywhere between 159 to 164 depending on where you put it in. So we're gonna go ahead and call this thing done. So we're gonna go ahead and get it out. I'm gonna let it rest for about 10 minutes and we'll cut into it. All right, so our bird's been resting up now. So we're actually ready to go, but you might be wondering why I got you at this weird angle right now at the back of the bird. I just wanted you to see something. I'm gonna need to actually transfer it from this cutting board because we're about to make a mess probably, but I just wanna show you how juicy this thing is. If I just lift it up. The juice is just pouring out of the back of it. All right, this was a 2-hour and 45-minute cook. So not too bad, especially since we basically already had the turkey ready. And all we had to do was just basically fire up the smoker and get it in there. Now I decided not to transfer it from this cutting board. So if we make a mess, we make a mess, but I think we'll be okay because right now I'm not gonna cut back into the thigh portion. We're just gonna get some of the breast meat right now. So let's go ahead and cut into it. I can tell you right now, the skin If you can hear it, it is crispy. Actually, let me come over here. You can see this. That's some juicy turkey. Let me go ahead and give it a try now. Super good. It's got plenty of juice in it. Now what I was going for on this turkey was a more, I would say a more natural flavor. That's why I didn't want to pump it full of any injections or have a ton of different style rubs on it. Basically salt is what we dry brined it with. We didn't have to worry about big buckets of water or any type of liquid, brining it overnight. Basically just salted it down, put it in the refrigerator, and then just was able to just throw it on the smoker. So this is definitely how I'm doing mine this Thanksgiving. The dry brine really gets down in the meat, so you can really taste the salt deep into the meat, not just on top as if it was just to season it right before you cook it. Super happy with these results. It's a good bird. Also, like I said, the quality of your bird also makes a big difference too. All right, guys, so that's it for our super simple turkey. All right, guys, if you got any questions or comments about anything I did, go ahead and put them below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and always, holler back.